They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for a giant first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Josh Jones.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Jones. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
They'll run here with a rookie 2nd-round pick, Kenneth Walker.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Again, Walker.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So golden field position there in squander as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
A first down carry for Barkley. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
Down right around the 25. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14.
Jones to Galladay, 1st down Giants.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
(10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. They go play action here on first down.
Looking and finding Shepard on the crossing route.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Seahawks 7-yard line.
2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7.
Looking to throw. Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gano's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Third and 2, Smith. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley.
To about the 33-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones.
Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And they're going to get this up to midfield. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me for? It's my turn now to make the big play. And that's exactly what he did.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Jones to Barkley on the check down.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Gets his guy on the foot.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Oh, he bowls over it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
126 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Up the middle with Barkley, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
Seahawks 10.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Let's go now.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On first down, Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Myers connects on the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
19 tight, 19 tight. Check it.
Now Geno on first down. Throw out wide to Walker. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And Walker's somebody who just impresses you every time he steps on the field. He's a guy who was the Walter Camp and Doak Walker Award winner's final collegiate season behind a 1,600-yard campaign. 300 carries or more, that would be unexpected in his first season in the NFL.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Goodwin.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. This complete to Lockett. And some room to run now. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play that time on a catch and run. 32 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
18 Cardinals. 60 Maverick. 79 Broncos.
They'll try and run Walker. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Here we go.
They snap it to Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off play action. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Off the play fake. Jones. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes a field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 2nd and 9, Smith. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Adoree Jackson on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw brought in by Bellinger. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw. Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
60 Bison.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
60 Eagles.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He's got his tight end fan. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
Room here to run.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 67 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 down at the 33. They run again with Walker. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Darnay Holmes makes the tackle.
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
On second down, it's Walker.
They find some open field here. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker, 33 yards. And the Seahawks are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Jones throw here, pulled in by Galladay.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever.
For me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. top of the food chain, rock bottom, and handle my business when it was my problem. G, flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast, the 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands. Deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down. She real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby. No witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, they make a profit on top.